Anyways, I'm still looking at this. There's only one more thing on it. I don't like Southwest Airlines. I don't. We went to Sketchfest and I don't like this first come first serve seating thing. I don't like the weird combination between that and the you're in section A. We're gonna call. I don't get it. No one likes to get on an airplane. Nobody likes air travel. They cram you into this little tube. You might die. I know that you're more likely to die on the freeway, but you're also more likely to die by your own hand on the freeway. Like you're more likely to have the satisfaction of skidding into another guy, making eye contact with him before you get decapitated, and both of you going like, "Fuck you!" or just like, "Oh shit!" Like on an airplane, it's just fuck it. There's just some coked up Denzel Washington in the cockpit, and you're flying upside down because you hit turbulence. You don't know what's going on. They could get over the thing. Are they telling you the truth or not? There's just some asshole up there, like some assholes all around you, bossing you around. Put your phone in airplane mode. You can use it now. You can't use it. Hey, by the way, I had my phone out of airplane mode the whole time. Science experiment over. The plane doesn't crash. It's done with this. Fucking garbage. I know they just changed the rules, so now you can actually, you can have the things on, but also, what the fuck? Why are they always bossing you around? Why is everything a fucking caveat and a disclaimer? The items may have shifted in the thing. What fucking asshole got knocked out by a duffel bag in 1938 that we all have to listen? Do you know the amount of time put together that we've all had to listen to that fucking warning about how items may have shifted? What the fuck is going on? Have you ever seen an item shift? Have you ever seen anything fall out? Has anyone ever gotten hurt? Obviously one person did, and they're so worried about that $50,000 lawsuit that for fucking 50 years they've been telling you about the items shifting. I just hate them. I hate them.
That's how Billy Mays died.
What? Who's?
That's how Billy Mays died.
Billy Mays died? The baseball player?
That's Billy Mays.
First of all, I can't. The lighting means I can't see you. I know.
The infomercial guy.
Oh yeah, the Coke infomercial guy, the ShamWow or whatever the hell. Not the ShamWow guy, but the OxyClean.
He died by item shiftage. In the overhead
he died because his heart exploded from cocaine.
I mean, and also, but not only did you do that, Adam, but before you did it, I think you went, really? Like you were incredulous about mid-rant. You did fucking rantus interruptus.
Yeah.
I have blue rant now. My outrage is just numb. It hurts. Someone's got to massage me with their hand until I'm angry about something again.
I wish you all could have been up there for the show we did a couple nights ago in San Francisco, where a fellow named Jeremy came out on stage, and then shit went just straight up.
Well, they've heard it by now. If they're,
But Neil Berkeley, the guy that's shooting a documentary, said like, I hated that Eva girl, and I was like, you wouldn't have if you saw her. You would have hated the guy more.
Oh yeah,
there's a thing that you don't. There's an oral versus visual experience you have with podcasts and live shows where nobody really had a problem with her that I could. I mean, maybe somebody did, but as one, the audience instantly didn't like that guy, and it wasn't because he, was wearing like a KKK outfit. Like he was just I
would qualify that and say, well, as I said up there, I don't know how many people didn't actually decided that they didn't like him. I think that a vast majority of people suddenly decided that they didn't believe him.
Yeah, but then when it was like, well, maybe he's just awkward, or maybe just this. But then it was just like, boo! Like they I think that at some point they just would rather him not have been up there or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think if they all went out and had a drink with him after the show, like everything might have been fine. But just as the moment somebody came up on stage and made it onto the stage, that person ceased to be one of them and became somebody that they wanted not up there as paying customers.
Yeah, I think everybody that comes to a Harmontown show, they go like, they like the fact that somebody can come up, they like that experience, but that person owes a lot to the audience because the audience is sitting there thinking, I paid $10 too. I'd love to be on stage, maybe not, but in either case, I'm not coming up there. So what the fuck are you doing up there? And you better make it good. And I think people are less prone to feel that way when they're listening to the podcast than when they're sitting in the audience because they waited in line, et cetera, and they can pheromones and visuals, body language. That's why that phenomenon of like in the early days was like Adam Goldberg. Do you love him or hate him? Is he a hamburglar or a hero? And I think it seemed like people that listened to the podcast were like, I don't mind Adam Goldberg. He's fine. Because he's like coming through one channel and you're just chopping carrots and he's not fucking with that. But there's a difference if you're sitting in the crowd.
But here, you know that if you were chopping carrots and he could fuck with that, he would.
It's been a long time since we talked to Adam Goldberg, isn't it? Should we just bring him up and just like let's just talk to him? Adam,
get up on stage, you little devil. The crowd goes mild. I love it. the ever increasingly tepid applause of bringing you up on stage.
That's fine. It's fine. It's the joke was stale a year and a half ago, and I'm fine.
So you hate stale premises?
I'm reinventing this premise. You know what? In the last year, I got an O from I'm reinventing
you didn't
myself.
know. You haven't been up here long enough to start judging people yet.
No, you're right. That's a fair point.
Also, and not to derail a derailment, but she made one little sound that was the sound of enjoying a show, and you've been for the last 10 minutes. You go like, I can hear you.
Robbo, yes.
And it bumps me.
It means I've been rooting for you and Grimace for a long time. Robble. But yeah, he did die he died because a bunch of junk fell on him in an airplane.
That's not true.
It's Fox News. The local Fox News says it's true, not Fox News, the international one.
I would say his publicist wants you to think that's true.
That'd be the worst day as a publicist, yes. Where you have to be like, how did he die? He was unpacking a suitcase.
I don't know how he died.
He got a boo-boo.
If he died because an item fell on him, it was a kilo of cocaine. And it fell into his nostril.
I would like to see, I don't know if Mythbusters should address that. Like, can you create a situation where items shift enough in an overhead compartment that, how much damage can you do to a human being that's unwarned? And then the most important part is, now let's warn them and see what fucking changes. Because what are we? Am I Neo for the Matrix? If I know that the items have shifted, I'm gonna do a backbend and it's gonna bullet time over my shoulder. And what the hell is up there? And, how fast is it traveling? What the fuck is that? Those things open like DeLorean doors. They open like the gull wings. Like, what's gonna jump out? Like a fucking? Does somebody have the monster from Basket Case in there? Is it a critter from the?
From the joke one guy got?
that was a Kumail laugh. From the Roger Corman classic, right?
Is that just Kumail digging the show from the background?
I didn't want to give you blue rant in the middle there.
All right, well,
it was the creature from Critter.
Okay, so Adam, how are you doing? What are you doing vocationally?
I started my own business. I do search engine strategy and optimization. I make sure online stores actually sell things when they want to, which is important when people only go to one website to buy things.
How do you, so Target comes to you?
I wish.
No, they don't. But let's say Target comes to you.
Someone opened this like a fishing expo in Minnesota, and like, people aren't buying enough fishing lures. We got 3% of customers buying them. Can you get that up to 6%? And I'm like, yes.
So you look at the things that happen when you Google fishing lures, and you see, and you. What do you?
I changed websites so that people aren't like, I guess I don't need a fishing lure. Maybe the ones I have are good. I don't want to click through 15 different pages.
I get it.
As opposed to like getting coffee for people and driving RVs badly, which was the last year of my life. And producing that shark movie, which I got fired from it 2 days after talking about being on it here. And everyone got carbon monoxide poisoning because they rented cheap trailers. And
are you still under investigation for that? Have police eliminated you as a possible suspect in that?
Well, they Googled Adam Goldberg culpable monoxide. Yeah, nothing came up.
They just saw a lovely fishing lure and they're like, all right, let's all go fishing.
He seems a little short to be on the Vikings. I don't think that's a guy. No, Hulk Hogan's daughter was like, this script is below me. I'm not going to do it. And then I got fired. And then they kept making the movie, and then I was unfired, and then I was refired. It was just like continual panic attacks. So when you see a shitty shark movie, it's not because they weren't trying. It's because one person was trying and everyone else wasn't.
You were the guy that was trying, you're saying.
I was. We were splitting an internet connection 8 ways, and I was hired into a position 2 levels above my competency, which at the time it was minimal. But this was, hey Adam, you've been in charge of dozens of dollars before. Where are we shooting? I don't know.
What was your position on the shark movie?
I was production coordinator. I thought I was going to be assistant. It was production manager. I thought I was getting hired on as associate PC.
Is this you just nailing a phony baloney resume, or like what?
I was like, hey, my friend's making a skiing movie. You want to do it? And I'm like, I guess I'm not doing anything.
And then they're like,
hey, welcome our new production manager. I'm like, no. Oh no.
I don't know. I don't want to torpedo
Avalanche
you
sharks.
or anything,
No,
but
it's
I
fine.
just you're a mover and a shaker. I got a feeling you ended up in a situation where you were over your head by your own design.
You got what you bargained for.
It's like I got more than I bargained for.
You slip into the back doors of limos, and you're like, yeah, I know Ben Vereen. Like, you just kind of like
Ben
pop in there.
Vereen?
Yeah.
Is that like a? Is that
for those keeping track of time, Quincy and Ben Vereen
I thought you were saying
I'm
an
owning
X-Man.
my age. When you read Salinger, you probably have to look shit up too. He's worth it.
Wow.
Obscure author
I can't
J.D.
do it anymore.
Salinger.
We just got defensively high-roaded on the Ben Vereen reference.
Nothing would be worse than your creepy uncle trying to be like, hey, what's going on with Pokemon?
There are so many Pokemon now. I feel old when I was like, it used to be not very many Pokemon. Now there are very many Pokemon.
You got to catch them all, right?
I can't. I wanted to. I run a business now. I got to hire someone to catch my Pokemon.
All right, let's have a historic happy ending for an Adam Goldberg appearance and thank him for coming up. Thank you.
Adam Goldberg!
Thank you, brother.
I would have had more questions for him, but we have a lot of talent in the show tonight.
We have too much show tonight.
Too much show.
There's too much show. Not enough time.
Too much energy. Too much entertainment in store for them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be coming up over the top. There's gonna be a meniscus.
I think that our show, the amount
they're gonna have to go like this on the top of the show before they carry it to the table.
If you try to pick this show up across the table, it's going to end up in your lap.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, as gross as it is for your friends, you're gonna have to slurp from the top of the show before you give it to them.
And I think that our show naturally counterbalances the lack of lighting that we have now. I think we put more show on the stage because it's just the one autopsy light.
Yeah. The weird secondary effect of this diffuse kind of lighting that's made for shooting is that I can't see anybody in the audience as usual, except for everyone in the front row who are lit like the Kryptonian tribunal.
Yeah. Exactly.
They look like they're gonna sentence me to the Phantom Zone, or be sentenced to the Phantom Zone. I don't know. It was the same thing in San Francisco at Comedy Club. There was this balcony, and all the people were strangely lit. In the front row of the balcony, there were these people sitting above you. Like,
can we? Kumail, get up here. I have a question for you. Kumail Nanjiani, everybody.
What have you wrought?
Hey, how's it going?
Because it's lit this way because of the good news that you're shooting your comedy foo-foo laser bomb show.
We're doing the comedy foo-foo laser bomb show for Comedy Central. No, we're doing the Meltdown, which I host with Jonah Ray every week, and we're doing it for TV. So I apologize. The lighting is like
this. It looks great. We're doing the hacky riffing the set thing, and we did it poorly, and it's right.
No, it's great. Can I say something? Again, I'm gonna piss. I was talking to Gorley back there, and I was like, "It is. If you're in a position to fire Adam Goldberg, can you even bring yourself to not do it? Like." And then Gorley said they probably hired him again to fire him again. Like, if you could fire him from this, well, how great would it feel? No offense, bro.
The thing is, theoretically, we should be able to fire him, but we can't.
They felt like they didn't fire him enough. It was like,
They're like, you know what was great? They were having a bad week. They're like, that day I fired Adam Goldberg.
Damn it.
I knew I did something right that day.
Let's
try and recreate
I think
that.
that's what heroin must be like. Just this feeling of serotonin pouring down my spine.
You're just trying to reclaim the first time you fired Adam
Hire him
Goldberg.
back under any pretext. Get him back in my office.
You know, people don't know this, but for
I gotta get that fix back.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
you fire Adam Goldberg in the beginning because it feels good. Then you just do it to feel like yourself.
But you know what? but then you're chasing that dragon. It's never as good the second time.
Never as good.
No, I can't even get through the day without firing Adam Goldberg.
Exactly.
Falling asleep at the wheel and
I OD'd on firing Adam Goldberg. I died with a smile on my face.
The problem is he'd also be your drug dealer. Like you'd have to rely on him to show up, and you have to hang out with him at a bar and shit.
Enjoy us hanging out in a bar.
Your segment is over, Adam. Remember the happy ending? Yeah, I know. We're just fucking with you because it's hilarious.
Part of the fun of it.